Ugh. People would probably describe me like this. Runs on 5 a.m. workouts, airport coffee, and sheer audacity. Equal parts boardroom killer and the girl sprinting through a hotel lobby in stilettos trying not to make a meeting late. Professionally, I'm closing enterprise deals and handling high stakes conversations like it's second nature. Personally, I'm negotiating with tiny humans who think bedtime is a human rights violation. I don't miss Mondays. I somehow always land on my feet, usually in first class, even if I book the flight like a chaos agent. I look put together, but internally I'm running a 47-tab mental browser. Work, kids, workouts, outfits, Slack messages I may or may not have responded to. I can close a deal, plan a dinner, record a podcast, and fix a meltdown, all in the same 2-hour window. And honestly, I think I thrive in chaos. But here's the question I've been sitting with lately. Is that who I am? Or is that who I've trained myself to be because I'm afraid of what happens if I slow down? Because on the surface, it looks like drive. It looks like ambition. It looks like I have it all handled. But underneath, there's pressure, constant pressure. And if I'm really honest, I don't know if I'm addicted to work or if I'm just afraid to fail. Afraid I'll miss something, afraid I won't hit the number, afraid I'll let someone down, afraid I won't be seen the same way. Because when you're the one who delivers, failure doesn't feel like feedback. It feels like a threat. Welcome to this episode of Fit Fueled Female. I had this moment the other night. It was Friday. We were finally winding down after a really long week. My husband and I are sitting in the hot tub, just relaxing. And my daughter comes outside in her bathing suit, just skipping around, completely in her own world. No agenda, no pressure, just free. And my husband looks at me and says, "Gosh, she's such a free spirit. I love that about her." And without even thinking, I looked at him and said, "Yeah, so am I when I'm not stressed." And he just paused and looked at me and said, "Yeah, that's why I fell in love with you. Stop being so stressed." And that hit me. Because that version of me, the free, light, fun version, she's still there. She's just buried under pressure. And what's wild is I was actually voted most carefree in school. Like, I die even saying that out loud. Me, carefree? If you know me now, you're probably like, absolutely not. But that's the thing. That version of me didn't disappear. She just got replaced with responsibility, expectations, pressure to perform. And somewhere along the way, I stopped letting her show up. Truly. I can't even remember the last time I just had fun. Like, really let my hair down, no agenda, no what's next. When's the last time I wasn't on? Because I think part of me is actually afraid to let go. Afraid that if I loosen up, if I'm not as sharp, as buttoned up, someone won't take me seriously. Like, I'll lose my edge. But lately I've been questioning that. Because what if being human actually makes me better? I've been traveling a lot the past couple of weeks with my new team, and yeah, it's been exhausting. But I've made it a point to actually spend time with them after hours. Not meetings, not just business, just being around them, getting to know them, letting them see me outside of work mode. And a couple of them have said something that stuck with me. They were like, "It's been really nice seeing you like this. You're always so on. It's nice to see the side of you." And I didn't even know how to take that at first because in my head, being on is a good thing. That's how I lead. That's how I perform. But hearing that made me realize maybe the version of me I think I have to be isn't actually the version people connect with the most. So now I'm asking myself, is holding it all together really my edge? Or is it actually the thing keeping me from being fully present, fully connected, fully me? And I think that's the part I'm sitting with. Because for so long, I believed that being on, being sharp, being efficient, being the one who holds it all together, that was my edge. That's what got me here. But what if that's only part of it? What if the real edge is knowing when to turn it off, knowing when to be present, knowing when to let people actually see you, knowing when to just be? Because when I think about that moment in the hot tub with my husband, watching my daughter just existing in her own little world and hearing him say, "That's why I fell in love with you, stop being so stressed," and then realizing I was once voted most carefree, and now my own team is telling me it's nice to see a different side of me, it kind of makes me wonder, when did I decide that version of me wasn't the one that succeeds? Maybe because she's not the problem. Maybe she's the answer. Maybe I don't need to work less or care less or suddenly become someone I'm not. Maybe I just need to stop operating like everything is always on the line because it's not. And even when it is, I don't have to carry it like that all the time. So here's the power move for you this week. I want you to find one moment, just one, where you would normally stay on and choose to be present instead. Put the phone down. Don't check the email. Don't think about the next thing. Just be where you are and see how it feels. I bet you'll surprise yourself. So what's been fueling me lately? Honestly, just that awareness, catching myself in those moments, remembering that the version of me I miss isn't gone. She's still there. I just have to let her show up. So if I had to sum up this episode, I don't think I'm addicted to work. I think I've just gotten really comfortable operating under pressure. And somewhere along the way, I started believing that version of me was the one that succeeds. But I'm starting to see the version of me that's lighter, more present, more human. She's not a liability. She's actually the one I don't want to lose. Thank you so much for being with me today. These conversations mean so much to me, and so do you. And seeing one of my recent episodes hit 89,000 views just reminded me of how many of you are actually here, listening, consistently showing up. I don't take that lightly. I am so incredibly grateful. So stay fit, stay fueled, and stay connected to who you actually are. I can't wait to see you next time.